The Shaw homestead was built in the early 1880s by Bernard Dido as part of the 1862 Federal Homestead Act. The Homestead Acts were several United States federal laws that gave an applicant ownership of land, typically called a homestead, at little or no cost. It gave settlers 160 acres. In all, more than 270 million acres of public land, or nearly 10% of the total area of the U.S., was given away free to 1.6 million homesteaders. Most of the homesteads were west of the Mississippi River. An extension of the homestead principle in law, the Homestead Acts were an expression of the free soil policy of Northerners who wanted individual farmers to own and operate their own farms, as opposed to Southern slave owners who wanted to buy up large tracts of land and use slave labor, thereby shutting out free black men. The first of the acts, the Homestead Act of 1862, opened up millions of acres. Any adult who had never taken up arms against the U.S. government could apply. Women and immigrants who had applied for citizenship were eligible. Eventually, Dido transferred the property to his brother-in-law, Jules Ladner, who turned the existing two-room cabin into a dog-trot log house with a detached kitchen. The house was expanded once again in 1902 by Malvina and Gilbert Shaw. The Shaws enclosed the side porch to create lean-to bedrooms for their additional family members, and in 1951 they added electricity and a metal roof. The homestead was used as a timber station where timber was cut, hauled by ox and mule to the Wolf River, then rafted and floated to Pass Christian to be sold. In addition to a timber station, sheep were also an integral part of the homestead, and from 1906 to 1958, they were sheared, marked, and dipped and left to roam loose in the area. The modest wages the Shaws earned from the shearing of the sheep tided them over each year, as they were largely self-sustaining. In 1969, Hurricane Camille swept the coast, and the fourth-generation Shaw heir, Malvina Shaw, evacuated. The house remained vacant until Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and in 2006, the land was donated to the Land Trust for the Mississippi Coastal Plain. The property is currently being restored and will become a museum of rural life in the near future.